Did you know that the Vatican has its own secret archive that holds centuries of documents, some of which are so confidential that even historians are forbidden from accessing them? The Pope, as the leader of the worldwide Catholic Church, is a figure of immense influence and intrigue. Many people around the world look up to him as a spiritual guide, but there's also a lot of curiosity about what goes on behind the scenes. What secrets might he be keeping from the public eye? The Pope's role extends far beyond the spiritual realm, with significant sway in global politics, finance, and culture. The Vatican, where the Pope resides, is a sovereign city-state with its own laws, currency, and diplomatic relations. This unique position allows the Pope to move freely among world leaders, but it also raises questions about the extent of his influence. The history of the papacy is long and complex, with over 1,000 years of leaders who have shaped the course of Western civilization. Throughout this time, the Vatican has accumulated vast wealth, power, and knowledge, some of which might be hidden from public view. This secrecy can fuel speculation and theories about what's really going on within the Vatican's walls. The Vatican's influence in global politics is undeniable. The Pope has met with world leaders, played a role in international diplomacy, and even helped to broker peace agreements. However, the extent of his involvement in these matters is often unclear. Does he use his position to shape policy behind the scenes? The Vatican's financial dealings are also shrouded in mystery. The Holy See has vast investments and assets, but the details of these holdings are not publicly disclosed. There have been allegations of corruption and money laundering, which the Vatican has denied. Still, the lack of transparency raises questions about the Pope's stewardship of these resources. One of the most enduring controversies surrounding the Vatican is its handling of historical events. The Church has faced criticism for its response to the Holocaust, its treatment of indigenous peoples, and its handling of child abuse cases. While the Pope has apologized for some of these wrongdoings, many questions remain unanswered. The Pope's role in shaping the Church's doctrine and policies is also a subject of interest. Some have speculated that the Pope might be hiding secrets about the Church's stance on certain issues, such as women's ordination or LGBTQ+ rights. While the Pope has made statements on these topics, some argue that he could be more forthcoming. There are also questions about the Pope's relationship with other world leaders. Has he used his position to influence policy decisions or advance the Church's interests? The Vatican's diplomatic efforts are often opaque, making it difficult to discern the Pope's true intentions. Some historians have argued that the Vatican's archives hold secrets about the Church's past, including documents that could shed light on its dealings with totalitarian regimes. However, access to these archives is tightly controlled, fueling speculation about what might be hidden. The Pope's own background and experiences have also sparked curiosity. How did he come to lead the Church, and what personal experiences have shaped his views? While the Pope has shared some of his story, there may be more to learn. Throughout history, there have been instances where the Vatican's secrecy has led to controversy. The Church's handling of Galileo's work, for example, is often cited as a case of the Vatican suppressing knowledge. What other secrets might be hidden in the Vatican's archives? Interviews with experts and insiders have provided some insight into the Pope's inner circle. Some have suggested that the Pope is more transparent than his predecessors, while others argue that there's still much to be revealed. Despite these claims, it's essential to consider alternative perspectives. Some argue that the Pope is indeed transparent and that the Vatican is working to increase openness. The Church has made efforts to reform its financial systems and improve accountability. However, these efforts may not go far enough to alleviate concerns about secrecy. Many questions remain about the Pope's role in global affairs and the Church's handling of sensitive issues. Ultimately, the Pope's influence is undeniable, and understanding his actions and motivations is crucial. The debate surrounding the Pope's hidden secrets will likely continue. While some may argue that the Pope is transparent, others will point to the Vatican's history of secrecy and the many unanswered questions. In conclusion, the Pope's position as a global leader and spiritual guide raises important questions about his influence and potential secrets. As we've explored, there are many areas where the Vatican's actions and motivations are unclear. The key takeaways from this discussion are that the Pope's role extends far beyond the spiritual realm and that there are legitimate concerns about the Vatican's secrecy. Whether or not the Pope is keeping secrets, it's essential to continue examining the evidence and pushing for greater transparency. If you have thoughts on this topic, I'd love to hear them in the comments. For more on the Vatican and its secrets, check out my other video